Hello, you amazing people. So, again, I caught you off guard and I went live without telling anyone. Couple of reasons for that. I am currently learning to make videos on my computer. So, the members of the channel, not just the subscribers, you're going to see a quick little video I made earlier today with my hair all crazy, trying to figure out how in the world to make videos on a computer because I always did them on my iPhone prior to this. So, the point of this video is a very quick update before my husband gets home. I don't have any space to make a video on the phone, so I'm going to have to go live just out of the blue when I've got important information until I become proficient with making videos on the computer. You have to love the way the Lord stretches you. You get comfortable doing it one way, God decides you need to do it another. So I am in the current stages of educating myself. All right, moving on. I spoke to a gentleman that is part of the group called Save a Child. Let me look it up real quick while I'm talking. So the group is called Saving a Child. Okay. In the community link of Starkey Farmstead, I put a link that you can follow. That is me. I signed up to be part of this group. The purpose of this group is to help fund frontline organizations that are fighting against child selling children, taking their organs, sex trade. All right. We have to fight with however we can. Hey, Carol. Hi, Fly Girl. Yeah, I do, Carol. Need to connect my phone to my computer. Problem is, for some reason, it won't let me remove anything from here and put it on my computer. When I tell you guys I am not computer literate, it is not a joke. Sam is a homesteader. I never thought I was going to need any of that computer literacy stuff. And haha, in my face, God had other options and other things he wanted me to learn. So I am playing catch up, but I will catch up, you guys. If there's anything you can count on, and is that I am flexible and I am very quick at pivoting when I realize something is not going to work to my favor. Now, back to the organization Saving a Child. I spoke to one of the gentlemen that is promoting it, helping the founders, and I was impressed. Not much in this world impresses me anymore, but I was impressed with Saving a Child. My iPhone is an iPhone, but my computer is a Mac. So go figure, I've got a lot of stuff to learn. So what I learned was that this group, Saving a Child, is supporting three. I apologize. Somebody was calling me from Maui. Go figure, right? 3 different organizations. One of those organizations being the Underground Railroad. Once each one of these frontline organizations hit $10,000 a month in donations, they move those off and move 3 more organizations up to be supported. Hi, Jeep and friend. So yeah, please keep praying for me. Pray that the Holy Spirit will download wisdom and knowledge where technology is concerned because Sam needs it. So the Underground Railroad, Texas Trafficking Initiative, and Beat Bob are some of the frontline organizations that Saving a Child funds. So I found that to be extremely exciting, right? Because I was drawn to Maui because of the children. Once we realized no kids had been abducted, that does not negate the fact that there are something like 85,000 children missing in Mexico alone in the last couple of months. What they're doing to these children is not acceptable. Hi, Elga. Yes, we can do all things in Christ who strengthens us. I am a firm believer in that. It's $12.99 to become a member of the Saving a Child. But if you cannot afford that, there is someone that will pay it forward and pay that $12.99 for you to join them. Go to their site, check it out, use your discernment. I am not telling you you must do this. I'm encouraging you to look into it, okay? because we all need to fight against child trafficking. Now, moving on to Maui, had an excellent email back from Mr. Ted, who is my connection with the people that I Zoomed with the other day. And he told me that he is connecting me with state volunteers and donation heads so that I can go straight into one of the groups and find someone who needs their mortgage, their deductibles, and their taxes paid. Um, so hi guys, how are y'all? So that is why I want y'all to understand that there's a lot of things going on. It is hard for me to keep y'all in a constant loop of what is going on. Our fund is growing, but at this point, we may only be able to help one person cover mortgages, give a little bit to the indigenous schools, and then hand out some to small businesses. If you go to the community member section of our Starkey Farmstead, what you're going to see is a sign, a picture of a sign that is hanging outside of a Maui like hotel right now, right? And it's saying, sorry, if you're staying here, you need to call Red Cross because basically you don't get to stay here anymore because we opened up to the tourist. Now, yes, like y'all, I have a real problem with that. I really do. And people, without the tourists, they can't afford to stay on Maui because that is the entire backbone of their economy. But we're displacing survivors from a terrible, terrible tragedy and act of arson by who we don't know yet, but hopefully we'll figure it out. So, yeah, thanks to Governor Green, we're basically kicking out survivors again. But I told y'all last night, 90 days is like the maximum that the Red Cross, Samaritan's Purse, and FEMA stay around after disaster. I know I've lived through like 5 in the last 20 years in Louisiana. Hi, Patty. Hey, Elga. Hey, Carol. It's not going to get any better for the survivors for a long time. This is going to be an uphill battle because soon all these big organizations, all these big nonprofits, they're going home. They're going home and they're going to leave you to figure it out on your own. Yeah, I mean, you can travel, you can do it online, which is kind of why I hope more people will get on board with supporting us with this Maui, the second trip. Hey, Pretty in Pink, because it is evil versus good. Hi, Marty. We're going to be doing active tourism, trying to help small businesses adjust to the reduction in tourists. I will tell you, the police officer I made the video on that was the true hero, so saved like 30 people in the fires in Lahaina. Her mother texted me this morning, and her text reads like this. I just came from the airport, and every single parking stall was taken in the public parking lot and all around the edges. The entire terminal is packed with tourists. This is the first day that I've seen the airport like this because, well, I'm there a lot for traveling. This is just an update. So I have people, hey, no baloney, Mahoney, and Miss Kathy. I speak to people on Maui every day, multiple ways: Zoom, email, text message, phone calls. We're in constant contact, you guys, because the last time I went to Maui, boots on ground, no itinerary, I chased down anything related to the possibility of children being mass kidnapped. Once we realized they simply didn't happen, we moved on to supporting the small businesses and helping survivors and putting their stories out and their links for you guys to reach them, both survivors and businesses. This time, we're going back for way, way more in the end of financial support. Now, what I need everybody to do is please share the Give, Send, Go link with your family, with your church. Ask people to donate $1, $10, $1,000. We don't care. The more money we collect now more people I can line up to provide financial help with. Um, because it's going to come down to people need certain things paid for. Certain nonprofits can't step out of their boundaries. That's why I don't really like nonprofits and foundations. They have to play by a certain rule. We're not playing by anybody's rules, nobody's rules. We, as a collective group, can put our money anywhere we want to. That's what I like about grassroots fundraising. I've never been a big give money to nonprofits. In fact, to be honest, I don't think I've ever donated to a nonprofit. Yeah, I'm glad my husband will be with me this time too. All right, so total on how much we have collected, Fly Girl. On the Give Send Me, I'll have to check it because I really haven't checked it today. Um, the Give Send Go. Let me 1 second, you guys. Have patience. Have patience. All right. Give Send Go. Woohoo! $4,927. PayPal, $379.25. Venmo, $280. Cash App, $240. So we're doing really, really well. Really well. Because the hotel's paid for. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Hotel paid for. Hi, Pretty in Pink. Hey, Sierra. Hey, Miss Ann. Yeah, God bless you too. Peace and blessings to you also. So we're doing really well, you guys. But I still have to get to Maui, do the Turo car, which is going to be close to 1,000. I think it's like $700 for the time we're going to be there. Still have to eat. I'm still believing somebody has frequent flyer miles. If you have them, please donate them. What a shame to pay an airline to fly us over there when we could literally put that money back into the pot to cover someone's mortgage. So it comes down to all of us putting that. Yeah, it's about $6,000. Yeah, in less than a week. So, I mean, we're doing it. Dave Hodges is behind the fundraiser. The Texas Boys behind the fundraiser. I'm believing that I really do. There's one person fixing to send a $10,000 donation, and somebody's going to send me some frequent flyer airline miles. I just believe that. I have a lot of faith in God. This is his idea. And I think this is going to go on. Oh, wait a second. I just got something from Maui. Hold on. YouTube, Maui. Heartfelt pleas from Maui council members to urge the governor to. Yeah, I know. My friend's so upset. I know, honey. I know. I know, baby. Hold on. Hang on. Hang on. It's going to work to your good. Just remember this, God, guys. What Satan means for bad, God means for good. All right. Yeah, absolutely, Patty. So, hey, Angela. Yeah, I love Florida. Woo, love Florida. My son's there. He's getting married in Tampa in January. Please do, Marcy. I'm telling you guys, if everybody sends $5, $10, it's just don't get a Starbucks that week. Don't go to McDonald's for lunch, pack a sandwich and be like, I'm going to give that money to Maui. Because when we go, what I did last time was when I bought lunch for survivors that were willing to tell me their story, I paid for the lunch, right? Bless the survivor. And then I gave the waitress what the cost of the meal was in a tip. I did that everywhere I went. And it was because I was supporting the business, but I was supporting the worker. And when you only have a couple of people coming in, when you're used to having 40 people give you a tip and you're only getting 10 people to give you a tip, everybody tipping has to tip more. Yeah, St. Pete is beautiful. Okay, radiation tablets, get them online. Get them online. Not a joke, you guys. You better get some radiation pills. Oh, knowing how to send money. All right, Morrissey. So there's a couple of ways. You can mail a check to 199 Dr. Dr. period Bob Dr. Bob Lane, Greensburg, Louisiana 70441, or you can do it PayPal, Cash App. You can even yeah, you can send cash. My husband said buy a dollar card at the dollar store and stuff $50 in it and send it. Because whatever I don't have to show I have, I don't have to pay income tax on. I'm not going to lie to the IRS, but if it's not there, it's not there. Um, yeah, just pray for us. Kit Kanku. I mean, look, prayer's worth more than silver or gold. And fell in love, have been back since COVID. Yeah, Sierra, let me tell you something. They shut Maui down big time for COVID. It was like draconian, ridiculous. Um, Hey, Angela. Okay, radiation pills, fly girl. They help whenever there's an atomic. They drop bombs. You just need them. You just need them. Split tip. Even the cook get part. Yeah, my daughter was married in Lahaina 2 years ago. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, good for you, Leslie. Yeah, no checks. I mean, here's my thing. I don't have a checkbook either. All right, please address again. All right, look, I'm gonna put it in chat down here real fast because I have like 2 minutes and my husband's gonna walk to that door after a very long day at work after driving me 10 hours and driving this weekend to go to the homesteading conference. If you did not see that, I posted the video link. My 81-year-old father held up a camera for 45 minutes for me to jabber. And I cried when I saw that. What kind of love? He's 81, y'all. And he sat like this with a camera. Come on, Jesus. Um, Venmo's great for me. Venmo's great. Just understand Cash App, Venmo, PayPal all take a percentage of what you send. If you send me 30, I'm gonna get like 28.75. That's just how they work. Let's see. Dinner time. Yeah, get some potassium iodine for your dogs. I'm gonna tell you how I treat for heartworms. I treat with iodine, 3% iodine. I have a video of that on my channel. That's how I treat for heartworms for my dogs. Yeah, Sarah, my dad's amazing. Thank you, John. Blessings to you too. Yeah, he sat there and held that camera, Sierra, forever. He's amazing. Yeah, you need to prepare, Leslie. You need to prepare. Yeah, we had a really dry hurricane season this year. I've never seen anything quite like it. Winter's going to be a beast, you guys. My husband and I were just talking about that. He said, Sam, we have got to batten down. If we had 117-degree summer, honey, winter's going to just knock us out. Yeah, no, PayPal does take, look up. PayPal most definitely does, friend, because I can tell you right now that if I deposit this 384.03, like if you sent me $5, I only received $4.78. Somebody sent me 100. Miss Pamela sent me 100. 97.01 hit my account. So yes, PayPal does take money. And you guys have to remember, I was a school teacher. 99% when I tell you, I already know I'm telling you the truth. So, all right. So here's something else my friend from Maui just said. They cut my food stamps because I asked about disaster food stamps that had only been available for 1 week. And the only place to get it was the Hyatt in Lahaina. When I told her no one in Kula heard about it, her reply was, it was on the news and in the paper. I said, people lost all. We don't have TVs. We don't watch or read or listen to the radio. And we had to buy a newspaper. I mentioned I was going to put her on blast with my friend who has a YouTube channel and told her she could count on herself being famous. She cut the call and then proceeded to cut my food stamps. I went down to the office in Wailaku and requested food stamps, and she says they're not available to people in my zip code, and then showed me the lady something and her thing got cut off. But anyway, that's what people are dealing with. All right. Yeah, okay. So I did see where thank you, Angela. I did see everything is fixing to there's going to be an eruption. I actually videotaped it today. Um and I'm going to put that up on the YouTube channel as a 3-minute video. Go watch what's fixing to happen. Now remember, Hawaii is a whole or a bunch of islands. That makes up Hawaii. They're not talking about Maui having an eruption. This is another island. But you need to know that they're in it's just bad, you guys, what's going on. Yes, so that island has been having quakes. Yeah, pennies do add up. And three-eyed buck spit add up to hundreds. I totally agree. It's why it makes me so mad that PayPal, Cash App, all of them do it. So on Venmo, here's an example. If you sent money to me in Venmo, say you sent me $2, I get $1.87. Miss Laura on October 6th sent $100. I get 98 of that. So, and then because it's coming through my business accounts, I'm going to owe, yes, federal income tax on all of it. And I'm okay. I'm prepared to pay for that. That's my contribution. But it's literally going to put me in a different tax bracket doing these fundraisers the way we're doing it. So when people make those ignorant, and I'm going to call it ignorant statements, oh, you got a paid vacation. Boo, I don't know what you call vacation. But having people threaten your life, burn your phone up, and you putting poor Shannon from Illinois driving over 900 miles on an island in 8 days is not a vacation, baby. That is not what you call a vacation. I cried more on that vacation that they want to call it than anything. I was exhausted when I came home. That was not a vacation. That was a mission trip. And I am so thankful that God blessed me and allowed me to go. But I'm going to tell you the truth. This is going to cost me and my husband a couple of $1,000s that we're going to owe the federal government in income tax doing it the way I did it. And we don't mind. But when people say, well, y'all just want to go for vacation, you don't know us. You don't know the lifestyle that we live. And if you've ever met us, and a lot of people on this channel that could get to the Homesteaders Conference came, and they'll all tell you we're the most down the earth people you'll ever meet. I drive around with 3 blue and 1 red door because I don't want to have to pay someone to repaint my truck. So I'm not going on vacation. I'm literally going to help people. And my contribution is paying those taxes because I'm going to have to pay them. Yeah, they do need to get rid of the governor. Oh, for the Give, Sing, Go charge you $3, Miss Brenda? Wow. Okay. See, I know they won't charge me on my end. So I knew they were getting their money somewhere. So they're taking it from you guys. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. No baloney, Mahoney. It didn't make sense to me. Maybe I missed something else you said. Thank you, Miss Elga. All right. Bye, Kathy. Thank you, Miss Elga. Look, I'm going to tell you guys one thing right now. I move from glory to glory. I do. I don't have crisis to crisis. Little money you think is no big deal. I'm not sure what that means either. You got to make a complete sentence because I'm having trouble keeping up with the things on the side. I will tell you guys this. Every dollar counts. Yeah. So, all right, Miss Pat or Mr. Pat, you're right. So the Big Island is constantly having, thank you, Miss Morrissey, having earthquakes, and a volcano is to be expected. I agree. Oh, what's best for us to help most? Cash is, guys. I'm not going to lie, because if there's a record of it hitting my hand, I don't have to pay taxes on it. You're right, Sandy. Aloha, MH. Aloha. You're right. I do feel like I'm doing exactly what God called me to do. I've had some great conversations already this morning. Like I said, I'm trying to line up one for sure. And as more money comes in, we'll line up more survivors to help with mortgage payments. I can't line a bunch of people up and say, yeah, I'm coming with $50,000 and we're going to pay this for you if all we raise is 10. So I'm setting everything up in an itinerary style for this trip that I was not allowed to do with the first trip. And that does excite me. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I like itineraries. I'm a very organized person in that sense. I was a school teacher. From 8 to 8:10, we have good morning. From 8:10 to 8:15, we transition into reading. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how my brain works. And knowing what I need to do every day and where I need to go will really help. No baloney maloney. Hold on. I'm putting it back in here one more time for you guys in comments. Um, Feel free to buy a dollar store card. This is what my husband suggests, and throw you in some cash and send it to me. You will save me from having to pay income tax. But that's okay. I don't mind being honest because they're not going to take my property because I owe taxes I didn't pay. Hold on, guys. My phone's going insane and it's everybody from Maui. Something's going on in Maui right now. Yes, Leslie. It is oh, bye, no baloney Mahoney. Yeah, my hubby will be here. Like, I'm waiting to hear that vehicle. When a vehicle pulls up, this is done because my honey needs my full attention. Miss Patty, you can send any type of check that you want. My bank takes them all. My bank takes them all. Oh, oh my gosh. Justin, the one I did the interview with on Maui. You guys ready for this? I hope all is well. The email of the school, if you need it, is in here, and they are very grateful. Woo! You guys, I'm going to get to talk to the school teachers on the video, the indigenous school, that the video was about the kids learning about the plants, the island. That's what this is about. So we're going to be able to support all of your money coming in is going to support survivors, soil regeneration, but also these kids. So the money you send, we're going to give a cash donation. I'm not worried about checks. I'm not worried about nothing. I'm going to hand these teachers money for the indigenous children. Hey, Kim Beach, we go back October 19th to the 27th. You're right. Something bad is going. Oh, I love Justin. You can give her our, I'm going to mess it up, Kapuni Kumaka Maloha. Oh, I love them, guys. That's who I'll be staying with the first 2 nights there. Hey, Brandon. Okay, like no offense, but please don't get on here and try to do that, Brandon. Like it's not cool. Like not cool. Like serious. Be very honest with you. So I love you. May the Lord help you. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that's called trolling. And we're not down with it, dude. We're not down with it. If you need help, reach out to me through email. I will make sure you get food. But please do not come on these lives like this and scroll down and start dropping your cash out, begging people to send you money. So Yahoo, yeah, no baloney Mahoney. Yeah, so hearing from Justin gets me excited every time because that is a true loving person. Yeah. No, don't worry about that for the IRS payment, you guys. God has me, I promise. I promise. He never gives us more than we can do. Yeah. So what Justin basically gave me was the contact information to the school. To the teachers, I have their Gmail address and their phone numbers, and I'm super duper excited with working with these people. Yeah, go Justin. He's amazing. So we'll get to stay with their family on a private beach on the road to Hana, and we're going to be able to record native plants, species, how they eat their food, songs they sing, stories they tell their children around campfire. This is Honolulu, Hawaii. Hold on one second. Starkey Farmstead. This is Samantha. Hi, how can I help you? I'm doing great. I'm actually in the middle of a live on YouTube. Is it okay? I mean, is it an emergency? If it is, I'll stay on. If not, can I call you right back? Oh, awesome, awesome. I will call you right back. Yes, sir. All right, thank you. All right, bye-bye. All right, so that is my everyday life. Everyday life. As they That was Hawaii too. So that's how people are connecting in. Like I'm actually connecting with people on the Big Island all the way down, right? So guys, great things are happening. Please don't get down. Please don't get disgusted. Brandon, reach out to me. I'm putting my email address. Reach out to me. I will. If you've got service to get on here, you have service to call me on the phone. I'm not going to allow you to get on here and beg for food because you could be anybody doing anything. But if you give me a phone call, you and I will have a discussion. And if the Holy Spirit leads me to do so, I'll make sure you have food. All right. But let's stop before I have to block you. Oh yeah, that's an old timey on WES. Yeah, amen. Amen. So, okay, that's it. I already told you once, Brandon, that I was going to block you, dude, if you did it again. So, guys, what you're going to see is this person on here begging for food. And I sent him my email and told him, don't do that, that I would help him make sure he had food. But he just kept putting it up over and over again. So I just officially blocked him because that's a troll. That's somebody begging. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. God blesses the works of your hands. We have truly disabled people in this world that need our help. An able bodied young person that knows how to set up Cash App that doesn't want to work to eat probably needs to get some help. So, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to be ugly. You're always welcome to reach out to me. I'm not going to let anybody go hungry. Jesus never let anybody go hungry, nor did he leave people full of demonic spirits. He bound and rebuked them all people. So I'll help you. I'll make sure you get a meal. But if you can work a computer that well to be dropping your Cash App in, and I ask you to stop, to email me that I'll make sure you get food, but you keep doing it, even though I'm removing it, then I'm going to block you because what you're doing, you're trying to make money off of people who are starving and hurting in Maui. And I'm not going to let it. I have a friend right here who can't even get regular food stamps because she made these people so mad. She gave her some kind of, it says here, the state of Hawaii's request to waive the standard 10-day time reporting requirement for food loss under SNAP for households in 7 zip codes in Maui and Hawaii counties that were affected by power outages beginning on August 8th. They list the zip codes. Let me tell them to you in case you're from Maui watching. 96743, 96753, 96755, 96761, 96768, 96788, and 96790. This waiver allows affected households in these zip codes to request replacement of their SNAP benefits between September 15, 2023. Through September 15th. Replacement SNAP benefits will allow affected households to replace food purchased with SNAP that were lost during power outages. All right. So my friend showed the lady her zip code that's included in what I just read to you. She got mad at me for catching her in another lie. Oh, Miss Ann. So you've seen him doing that on other people's programs, doing the same thing. Yeah, he's a troll. I told y'all that. Like I had that feeling. Like, oh, Holy Spirit was like, oh, girl, I don't like that. It's a scam. That's right, Miss Ann. You tell him. You tell him. Oh, hey, Fly Girl. If you got to leave, my love, much love to you too. All right, so I'm reading y'all my good friend on Maui right now, her text, as y'all are hearing it come in. So I get disaster SNAP. Can't get my lost food for August replaced. And when I asked her as a representative of the SNAP office why she wasn't knowledgeable about telling people that the 96768 zip code, they don't appoint, that doesn't make sense. They don't appoint, when I saw it for myself and showed her, is when her supervisor, Kara, Cara, said they are closing early and the lights were being turned off at 3:15 when they aren't supposed to close until 4:30. I hope somebody turns you in, Kara. Kara at the food stamp office needs to be investigated for incompetence and racial discrimination because I'm white. Kara at food stamp office needs to be retrained so they can represent SNAP appropriately. Girl, I got you. Girl, I just told the world. That's what people don't realize. That's what people don't realize. We as a connection, as a group, actually, and I guess Social 71 is going to have to be hidden from our channel too. Go on with y'all's ignorant stuff. I ain't got time for that. Asking people to send him a beer. Sweet Lord have mercy. Thank you, Rebecca. And look, I cut the trolls off. My daddy gets the biggest kick out of me. The gentleman I spoke to from the organization Saving a Child, he told me the reason they like to watch me is I legitimately will cut you off my channel because it was never for money. It's never been for money, you guys. Money comes and money goes. I cannot tell y'all. I just can't. My mom, my dad did not even finish high school. My grandparents could not read nor could they write. But what they did have was integrity. And the one thing that stands up in our family is the simple understanding that money doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't. Right. They need to send them some common sense. I agree. Right, Miss Pat. I mean, it's a little crazy that you've got Oprah, Bezos, and Zuckerberg owning all that land on Maui, and the indigenous people are fixing to lose land due to mortgage payments and taxes. Now, you got billionaires that won't get off their little high horse and come down to the average man and help out. Right. Did they force a commercial in the middle of the live stream? Yes. Yes, Rebecca. Cash App does also take a portion. So let me explain. I had a lovely lady send another $10. I had Miss Nancy Morgan, God bless you, sent $10, and Miss Jane sent 200. But let me tell you the difference. If I was to cash out the $10 right now, I would get $9.75. So that's how it works. They all do, you guys. They're going to get their penny. They're going to nickel and dime it to death. That's just how it happens. Thank you, Cruz. I love you guys in Canada. One day, my husband and I are going to take a road trip to Alaska. We're going to take an actual vacation. And my husband and I always wanted to go to Alaska. So we're going to drive from Southeast Louisiana all the way through the United States and go to a portion of Canada to go to Alaska. Somebody's calling me from Oregon, and I'm just going to hit the block number for right now since we're on live. Oh, girl, no, look, I get it all out here before he comes home. He comes home to being babied. My husband's as happy as he can be. Hey, Miss Rebecca. Yeah, whoopee. Whoop, whoop. I agree. Yeah, okay. So I know a lot of people don't understand that racism isn't just retained for specific groups, okay? So you go in to get food stamps and you're the minority in that area because I know I'm literally the minority in my area. And when you go in and it's all one racial group, they don't always want to help you being the outsider. Um, turns the garden with a shovel. Oh yeah, I definitely had fish guts. You're absolutely right. That's oh yes. Indians, the indigenous Native Americans would tell you. Absolutely. Hi, Sarah, Australia. Stay safe. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Miss Brenda. Yeah, you can do a Visa cash card if you want to. In fact, if you send those to me, what I'll do is activate them or leave them unactivated with the receipt and pass them out to the survivors and they can activate them themselves. Obama's aid, Miss Lynette. I'm not exactly sure what that is, love. I don't know what you're asking. Renee, I'm going to tell you the God's honest truth. If you're moving money from one bank account to another and it's your own money, they probably won't charge you. But PayPal, Venmo, all of those take a percentage when you're sending money to someone else. Hey, Tara from Australia. Hey, Angela, you did make it. Yeah, God made one race. That's right. I work as a minority in my community, right? We only have like 22,000 people live in my entire parish. Only like 8,000 of those are white, right? I run the church bus. I sit on the board. I'll be honest, no one's ever been racist to me because I don't allow you to be racist to me. You can feel like everything that's done to you in your life is based off your skin color, or you can choose to just assume that someone's having a bad day. So when I go into a store and there's a black lady waiting on me and she got an attitude, I don't take that because Sam's white. She's mad at me because I'm white. I take that as, oh, dang, sister, you having a bad day, aren't you? And I'll tell you the truth. When I take the attitude to care why you're upset, instead of acting like you're upset because I'm white, what I have found is 99.9% of the time, my skin color has nothing to do with how they're acting. It's because they're having a bad time. So you can actually, can you email money? Somebody tried that, Miss Kim. And if you're on here, let me say his name. If you're on here, he tried to send money to me from Canada. I can't download that $15, love, that you sent me in an e-transfer. I'm sorry. They don't offer any banks in America to move that money. I don't understand it enough. Oh, hey, rough girl. I would love to skydive. No lie. Oh, why hasn't Obama helped somehow? I honestly don't know. Yeah, Miss Patty, they're sending, hey, Scotland. I'm gonna go to Scotland one day too. I am. I'm going to Scotland one day too. That's like I'm gonna travel the world one day, you guys. I am. Yeah, I would love to skydive. Never done it. Never ever done it. Oh, okay. So what you're saying is that one doesn't take money. My son Zills. I'll have to look into all that. I really don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to open up another one though, you guys. Look, I'm not comfortable with PayPal and Venmo and all that anyway. I'm only doing it for the Maui trips. I'll probably dismantle the whole thing once it's over. Though I will say PayPal saved me at the somebody wanted to buy rabbits at the homesteading conference, and my credit card machine didn't want to work. I didn't have the app downloaded because I didn't have space. Go figure. And so they were able to PayPal me the money for my rabbits. So I was thankful for that. Yes, Maui Gold is the same pineapple farm that I spoke of that when I went to Maui the first time and supported small businesses. And I tipped my driver as much as I paid for the tickets. So, because like I said, if you're going to pay for the service, tip the server as much as you are the service. That way you're supporting small business and individuals because they don't have to report those tips. I tell them not to. I'm like, slip that in your pocket, look at it later. It's nobody's business. Nobody's business. It's another reason I didn't do a lot of recording of me handing cash over because People don't want people to know. Okay. Um, oh yeah, Miss Ann. Look, evil people don't bother me. Real talk. Guys, if I had thin skin, there's no way I could get online in front of 9 billion people and speak with no teeth. I do think it's hilarious that people think they can hurt my feelings by saying, "Why don't you have your teeth in?" Well, because I can't wear them. And it's going to be $10,000 to restructure the bones in my mouth to fit teeth in. And I don't want to spend it. And I don't want to go through the surgeries. I went through 7 surgeries to save my life, to get my health back. At this point in my life, I'm almost 50. My husband loves me just the way I am. So I'm not worried what anybody else thinks because my brain is big and I don't need teeth to get my mouth going. Oh, bye, no baloney, no baloney Mahoney. I'm gonna be able to say that quick. And speaking of which, my husband is not home on time, so let me call. Oh, thank you, Angela. Hey, Patty. I know I'm sassy girl. Hey, Paul. I did miss you. Hey, my love. Where are you at? You're late. I'm on a live with YouTube, but I realized it was 4 o'clock and you weren't home, so I was calling to make sure you were okay. Okay. All right. Well, let me finish this. I'm gonna hop off. I love you. All right. Bye. Obama said Hawaii was first time he experienced racism. Let me tell you something. Obama's never been poor a day in his life. Rich people don't ever experience racism. I don't care what they tell you. They're not experiencing racism because people want their money. You're not going to be racist to a person that walks in that's worth a couple of $1 billion or a couple of $1 million or comes from a rich family. It ain't happening. And I'm going to be honest with you. Thanks. People say all the time, they talk racism. But I live in an all Black community as one of the very few white people. Nobody's racist to me. I will say, oh yeah, they're going to start sending out the tax bills. Yeah, I know. I heard that too. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Racism is not as alive as people think it is. Now, I've had Black people ask me what I thought were hilarious questions. They weren't trying to be racist. They just never met a white person, like really met a white person. They had never had a real conversation with a white person. They had never eaten dinner with a white person. They had never seen the inside of a white person's house. So I ask people all the time, all these new age winky dinky people running around screaming everything is racism. How many friends of other cultures and other colors do you have? Most of them will say none or one or two. Have you ever been in their home? Have you ever eaten their food? Have you ever been to one of their funerals or one of their birthdays or one of their weddings? Most people will tell you no. People parrot what they hear. I have never really seen any person in my life be truly racist to another. I've heard people use racial slurs. White people use them and Black people use them. I've even got some Indian friends that buy chickens and rabbits from me, and I've heard them use them. People are just people. Words can't hurt you. They can't hurt you. Seriously. Oh, did they really just put up another commercial? Oh. Yeah, I'm right, Miss Patty. We never really did have a country that focused on racism until it was like from coming out of the White House, racism. And guys, I'm also going to tell you one more thing. Everybody loved Trump until he became president and somebody decided he was racist. And I can't tell you how many of my Black friends of I have had this conversation in my community. Trump's racist. I'm like, really? How? Tell me one way he's racist. Well, that's what they said. You believe everything MSNBC says? I don't believe everything Fox says. They're all owned by the same person. My mom and I have this conversation all the time. I'm like, Ma, she's like, I only watch Fox. I'm like, well, the same person that owns Fox owns MSNBC. So I don't know why you're so excited you watching Fox. Like, you know something somebody else doesn't. So just understand. Once a company, whether it's news or it's selling tennis shoes, get to a certain size, in the end, it's all owned by very few. The men behind the curtain, the men in black. Right? Rough girl. I mean, like, seriously, people get upset when you vote for somebody. I told everybody at the homesteading conference the other day, I don't care what your pronouns are, and we don't got to discuss politics. But if you love your soil the way that I love my soil, we can be friends. That's what's wrong with most people. You pick a hill to die on that causes you to alienate people. Don't do it. If you know that your best friend isn't politically aligned with you, then don't discuss politics. Love them. You know how I get more people to accept Jesus? I don't pound them with the Bible. I don't guilt trip them when they start cussing in front of me. I just speak God's word out of my mouth. And guess what they do? They keep coming back for more. You don't have to shove the truth down anybody's throat. Just love them and speak truth calmly, and people will respond to that. Yeah, Angela, real trip, right? My Latino friends want Trump. My black friends talk about Trump now. Yeah, because he mean tweets. He hurts people's feelings. Guys, look, I had a well-meaning email today, and this wonderful, beautiful woman that emails with me was very upset with what's happening with Maui, with the tourism. And she's like, let the system crumble. Just let it crumble. And then the indigenous people will be left and everybody else will be gone. I said, that's not how it works, sweetheart. Your feelings are getting in way of your good sense. Guys, don't ever, ever, ever make a decision based on your feelings. Thank you, rough girl. Yeah, thank you, Christopher, for joining us from the Texas Boys. Amazing. I was texting with them yesterday. Yeah, real talk. Yes, be Christ-like. Truth, love. Jesus wasn't always nice, you guys. He called a woman a dog. And her response, but even the dogs get the crumbs off of the master's table. Let me tell you something. You can be Christ-like and be truthful. Nobody's going to make me use a pronoun for anybody. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just stand there. I'm not going to insult you, but you aren't going to insult me either. I think, Miss Pat, the commercials were earlier. Oh, thank you. That's funny, Denise. Right. Okay, it's weird when you ask anyone if they like all people the same color as yourself, and they'll laugh and say, hell no. So is that racism or the other person just being a jerk? Look, if I don't like somebody, their color is never brought into that. But even the people that I don't like, I still speak to because I was raised with manners. That's what America's missing. Nobody uses manners anymore. My good manners stop me from yelling at people in public because my mama told me a lady doesn't scream in public. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if we had manners, we would act better. Look how many Americans leave America and get in trouble in other countries because they don't know how to behave. We don't hold our people to a standard anymore. Women don't have to act like ladies anymore. My husband would not tolerate his wife going out there wearing hoochie mama clothes. I'm just telling you, we've been together 12 years. He has never allowed that. Yeah, people let their feelings lead them all over the place. Is that you? All right, guys. Have a blessed day. Thanks for hanging out with me for the last 55 minutes. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Ooh, share our videos. Get people to give to the Send, Go. God bless you. Love you guys so much. What we're all about here at Storky Farmstead is the truth. only the truth. So help us, God. Help us get back to Maui. Help us help them save their land and their children. God bless you guys.